welcome to today's meditation. Today I thought we would reflect on our golden nature. The story of the Golden Buddha is a beautiful story. There was a large temple in Thailand, and they had this gigantic, huge golden Buddha. And it wasn't the most beautiful thing, it wasn't the most ornate thing, it was clay, but it was gigantic. So they were doing some renovation, and they decided they were going to move the golden Buddha. And this thing weighed a ton, it weighed so much. So in the process of moving this giant clay Buddha, a monk noticed some cracks in the clay. And he looked at it, and to the dismay of all his cohort that he lived with, he got out a chisel and he started to peel back the clay on the Buddha. He thought he saw something glimmering, something shining underneath. And as he peeled away the clay, he revealed a gigantic solid gold Buddha. So for 500 years, this Buddha, the nature of this Buddha had been hidden. The monks who lived there, 500 years prior, there had been an invasion, and the monks who lived there then covered this golden Buddha with clay so that the people who were invading wouldn't see its value. And they hoped that they would pass by without destroying the Buddha. Well, sure enough, they did. They didn't see its value, and they just passed by. But everybody who knew about covering this Buddha with clay had perished. And 500 years later, this one monk noticed a little crack with a little bit of golden shine shining through. And as we look at this story, I think it's reflective of our potential, of what lives inside of us. Each of us has potential that is born there. It lives there within us, and we cover this potential with shame and with betrayal and with hurt and all of these things in life that beat us down or that cause us harm in some ways. And yet when we sit in meditation, we move our insides. We shake and turn what's going on inside, and that creates little cracks. And in those cracks, we see our own golden nature, our own light, if you will. So through our meditation practice today, I'd just like to reflect on us just peeling away some of that clay, just allowing this inner light that's always lived here to shine brightly. And let's just look at that. I call it being our best self. So let's show up as our best self today. So I invite you to close your eyes. Find a posture that's comfortable, alert, upright but not rigid. Maybe you rest your hands on your thighs or in your lap with your feet flat on the floor. And just take a few deep breaths to bring you present, right here, right now. So connect to your anchor. If that's the breath, use the breath. If it's a sound, then let it be the sound or a vibration. But connect to your anchor. And if it's your breath, you just follow that breath in and out. As I often say, there's nothing magical about the breath. It's simply an easy way to connect us to the present moment. as we reflect on our inner light, our best self, that golden nature that lives within all of us, just consider how much of your light do you give forth? How much of your light is shining through? There will always be seasons in life where we cover that light with clay. The seasons may last for years, they may last for days, they may last for months, but challenging seasons arise, and these hurts and betrayals cause us to armor up. So what happens when we peel back a piece of that clay today? What happens when you peel off and let that inner light from within shine forth? What do you feel arising as you consider peeling back or chiseling away pieces of that clay? Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe it's peace. Maybe the permission of seeing this process of peeling away these armored layers is almost a permission of allowing your full potential and your deepest sense of light and love to shine forth. Whatever comes forth, let's just sit with that. Can we sit with that? Can we allow that, the unraveling? In what ways have you shied away from letting your inner light shine? The inner light is our unique genius. It's our unique gift that we can offer humanity and the world. And it's something that we bring in a way that no one else can bring. So as we reflect on how we might be covering this light, we're giving it voice. We're giving it vision. We're seeing that light. We're allowing it to express itself. As we step forward as our best self in our life, we inherently give permission for others to do the same. When you feel the rise and fall of your thoughts, just come back to your breath. Follow the breath in and out. If your attention is drawn back to reflecting on your inner light, then allow that. Feel your inner light from your body. Where do you feel it? Does your heart feel like it's glowing? Do you feel a lightness in your body? Do you feel maybe light shining out from the top of your head? Maybe you feel a movement towards action or creating or doing something. Just notice that. What does that golden nature inside you want to say? Maybe that message, what your golden light is trying to say, is just for you. And maybe it's for you to share in some way. That's your gift. That's your genius. But what we're doing here is we're just paying attention and we're honoring that essence that lives in each of us. That light that shines so brightly, it's always shining brightly. We just dim it with covers and clay and hardship and shame. But like we're doing here today, we can always peel away those layers. We can dive in to a deeper understanding of that shame, of that heartache, of that betrayal. And underneath that, we see this beautiful light that has always been inside us. And as we crack away the shell of this clay covering, the rest of the world is blessed by our light. They're blessed by our golden nature as we show up as our best self. I'll ring the bell in just a few more minutes. So let's just take the last few minutes and come back to our breath. This present moment, right here. And remember that the fear and anxiety doesn't live in the breath. It doesn't live in this present moment. Fear and anxiety are living in the future or the past. It's ruminating about what was or what may be. So that refuge becomes the breath, this present moment. If your to-do list is popping up, just let that go. There's going to be plenty of time for that. These moments are a gift to yourself. You're nurturing the well-being of your inner constitution, your inner life. Remember, thoughts arise. That's what minds do, they think. So as those thoughts arise, just let them float down the river of your mind, out of view. We don't have to get lost in the thought, or we don't have to buy into the story. It's just a thought, and we're observing it from above. As it floats down the river of our mind and out of sight. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thanks so much for being here. I love to see your comments in the comment section and your feedback. If you have any suggestions or things you'd like to see in our meditation, please let me know. I'd be happy to incorporate those things. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.